And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Loopin for Life. Heading yet another coaster dive today to the Orlando, Florida area, but this time we're heading a little bit to the west of it, to a town called Kissimmee, Florida, to a park not well known as Fun Spot USA, to a coaster, a wonderful wooden roller coaster that actually has an inversion known as Mind Blower.
Ah, Kissimmee, where the rides are rough. The streets are rougher, and the people look like they just shoplifted a Slim Jim and called it dinner.
Believe it or not, this little janky coaster actually has quite the cult following. It has everything a real coaster enthusiast wants from the coaster. It has a partial ReTrack. You can let us know what you decide. If you've been on Mind Blower before, definitely let us know in the comments your take on it. But either way, I do love this coaster personally.
Mind blower? More like spine blower. This thing hits harder than your cousin's ex at a Waffle House. So grab your neck brace, clutch your questionable choices, and let's dive into the wooden fever dream that is Mind Blower.
Welcome to Coaster Dive. Today we're unearthing the story behind Mind Blower, the explosive wooden gravity hybrid coaster at Fun Spot America Kissimmee. A Gravity Group creation with a rough and ready reputation, it opened in June 2017 for a cool $6 million and recently underwent a partial ReTrack upgrade by Rocky Mountain Construction. So, tighten your harness. You're about to get all the facts. Mind Blower is a compact wooden hybrid coaster manufactured by Gravity Group, located at Fun Spot's Kissimmee Park in Florida. It stands 83 feet tall with a first drop of 80.5 feet at a steep 65-degree angle. The track stretches 2,290 feet long, reaching a top speed of about 48.5 miles per hour. What makes Mind Blower unique in Florida is its inversion, a zero-G roll that occurs directly above the station. It also features a 115-degree overbanked turn, 12 moments of airtime, and intense directional shifts packed into a tight footprint. The ride uses two 12-passenger Timberliner trains, each with 6 single-row cars. These are built to handle tight turns and rapid transitions, which Mind Blower absolutely delivers. Before Mind Blower, Fun Spot Kissimmee was known for go-karts and flat rides, but in late 2016, Fun Spot announced a $6 million investment to bring a major wooden coaster to the park. The ride's name, Mind Blower, was revealed during the Super Bowl in February 2017. Construction moved quickly, and the coaster opened to the public on June 23, 2017. With its inversion, Mind Blower became Florida's first and only wooden coaster to flip riders upside down. Here's how the layout plays out. You exit the station and immediately take a 180-degree left turn into the chain lift hill. After reaching the top, another turnaround leads straight into the 80-foot drop. There's no gentle start. This thing launches you into chaos immediately. The train rips through a zero-G roll inversion right above the station before diving into a fast-paced left-hand turnaround. Next comes an airtime hill, then a double-down drop, more bunny hops, a sharp right turnaround, and that brutal 115-degree overbanked turn. It wraps up with a low airtime hill and a quick dive into the final brakes. The ride is short, just under 50 seconds from drop to brakes, but it's relentless. With a dozen airtime pops and constant lateral movement, Mind Blower doesn't let up. Technically, the ride is a wooden coaster with a steel support structure. This hybrid design gives it the rough and tumble personality of a wooden coaster, but with the reliability of steel framing. The TNT-themed trains and rustic station design help sell the mine explosion motif. At opening, Mind Blower received praise for its ambition and layout, but riders also started to complain about the roughness. While Gravity Group coasters often walk the line between intense and brutal, Mind Blower started developing a reputation for being especially jarring. Enthusiasts noted that the turns were relatively smooth, but the straight sections, usually the least intense parts, were surprisingly harsh. It created a weird dynamic where the airtime hills felt more punishing than the high-speed curves. By 2023, FunSpot acknowledged the issue and brought in Rocky Mountain Construction, RMC, to retrack the roughest portions using their 208 ReTraK system. This partial retrack project kicked off in April 2023 and was completed by June, just in time for FunSpot's 25th anniversary. RMC's 208 ReTrack is a steel overlay system designed to replace aging wood track on wooden coasters. It reduces maintenance and smooths out transitions while preserving the ride's layout and core characteristics. This technology has been used on other aging woodies, offering a way to extend their lifespan without going full steel conversion. The retracked sections on Mindblower include the most dynamically stressed parts of the layout. Think airtime hills and some key transitions. Early rider feedback has been positive. The smoother experience hasn't dulled the ride's aggression, but it's removed some of the jackhammering that plagued the coaster's early years. It's still intense, but more bearable. This upgrade puts Mindblower in an interesting position. It's now the only wooden coaster in Florida with an inversion, steel-reinforced track, and modern hybrid enhancements, all in one package. Let's place it in context. Florida only has 3 wooden coasters. There's White Lightning at FunSpot Orlando, Coastersaurus at Legoland Florida, and Mindblower. Of the 3, Mindblower is the tallest, fastest, and most intense. It's also the only one with an inversion, and the only one to receive a steel retrack. Compared to White Lightning, which recently got a small Titan track section from GCI, Mindblower's RMC treatment is a bigger commitment to preserving the ride while maintaining thrill. It also makes sense considering FunSpot's growing relationship with RMC, especially after the successful debut of Air Force One in Georgia. The ride's theme isn't elaborate, but it works. The idea is that you're being launched through a mine that's mid-explosion. The station is styled like a mining shack, and the coaster flies over and around the structure multiple times, adding to the visual chaos. As for how it rides post-retrack, still fast, still brutal, but less punishing. The inversion is snappy, the airtime is fierce, and the lateral transitions come out of nowhere. It's not a family Woody. It's a punchy, chaotic thrill ride. And it's better now than it's ever been. In recap, Mindblower opened in 2017 at FunSpot Kissimmee. It's 83 feet tall with a drop of 80.5 feet. Features a 0G roll, a 115-degree overbank, and 12 airtime moments. Known for its aggressive layout and compact footprint. Underwent a partial RMC retrack in 2023 using 208 ReTraK. Mindblower may not be the smoothest coaster in Florida, but it's one of the most memorable. It punches way above its size, and the recent upgrades show that FunSpot is willing to invest in keeping this wooden beast alive and kicking. If you're a fan of powerful airtime, inverting woodies, or just want to get absolutely demolished in 50 seconds or less, Mindblower is waiting for you. Thanks for watching this episode of Coaster Dive. Be sure to like, comment, and scream into the void about your spine. Until next time, keep it fast, keep it loud, and keep it loopin'. And if you're still on the fence about visiting, let this be your sign. Mindblower is one of those rides that feels like it shouldn't even exist. It's too intense for a small park, too aggressive for a Woody, too chaotic to make sense. And yet, it absolutely does. It's the kind of ride that makes you want to get back in line the second you stumble off. Adrenaline still pumping. It may not have the polish of a Disney ride or the budget of a Universal thrill machine, but Mindblower has something raw, something earned. It's scrappy, It's loud. It's unapologetically wild. And for coaster enthusiasts, that's exactly what makes it special. So next time you're in Central Florida, skip the long lines and steep ticket prices. Head to Fun Spot, grab a wristband, and brace yourself. Because Mind Blower doesn't just want to impress you, it wants to wreck you in the best way possible. Thanks for joining us on this coaster dive today. Now it's back to the studio with Ryan and Ferris.
And that's going to be a wrap today, guys, with a deep dive into Mind Blower. Fun Spot's way of saying screw your spine before you even sit down. Although with the ReTrack, it's, it kind of screws your spine just a little bit less.
No warm-up, no warning, just instant regret and splinters. By the second airtime hill, I saw God, and he looked concerned.
All in all together, though, I do love the coaster, especially that 0G hill. I'm just glad we got off all in one piece. Although mentally, I still think I'm in the 0G hill yelling out Morse code.
That wasn't Morse code. That was you begging the Kissimmee crowd not to rob your car. Next time, let's ride something that doesn't require a chiropractor and a tetanus shot.